The late 90s to early noughties was the golden era of TV talent shows making sudden pop stars of ordinary people, writes Natasha Winarczak. Music journalist Michael Cragg, who interviewed key players from 1996 to 2006 for his new book Reach for the Stars, said, "Nearly everyone I spoke to go misty-eyed." Here's 6 of his interviewees reflect on those heady days. Mutia Buena, Sugar Babes 1998 to 2005. I had been touring Europe when I was 9, doing Filipino dancing and singing. I was also on Michael Barrymore's show My Kind of People. So when we were in the Sugar Babes I was so comfortable performing and traveling. We were paid monthly. You couldn't give a 14-year-old a card and be like, do what you want with it. We were all disciplined with the money, but also you just want to have fun. How I looked at it was, I can go straight from the rave to the GMTV studio. I was in the in crowd. I love the quiet now. If I could turn back time I feel I'd appreciate it 100 times more. I probably would have taken it more seriously. But I can't help the fact we were so young. Nadine Coyle, Girls Aloud 2002 to 2013. I'd been on Irish Pop Stars in 2001. They had an over-18s limit and I'd just turned 16 at the time. I got disqualified. I went to Scotland to audition. You don't think you're going to win these things. I was 17. Back then I couldn't hold my drink. Do you remember ITV's Grease Mania? I was throwing up on the stage during soundcheck. I thought everyone in the band should have that effort attitude. A lot of people took a lot of strength from those songs and from our journey. And still do. Craig David, singer, had his first hit in 1999. To have a #1, to be on top of the pops, to have artists I was a fan of be fans of my music, it was so surreal. People like Elton John were saying, if there's a better singer in the UK than Craig David then I'm Margaret Thatcher. There was a relentless onslaught from Lee Francis, which I could never quite understand. The impact it had on me was I was trying to save face and be like the music is the thing. But it wasn't like I didn't feel it every time someone was shouting my name in a northern accent. I had to ride the storm and I'm so thankful the second wave of my music happened. Mel B, The Spice Girls 1996 to 2000. I had absolutely no doubt we were going to make it. We found out Simon Cowell was a big deal in the industry, drove up to London really early and jumped out on him singing Wanna Be along to our tape. He said, "Sorry, girls, I don't think you're quite right," and went into his office. We've both laughed about that since because he was so very wrong. My hair caused controversy in the Wanna Be video. The stylists wanted to straighten it and I refused. I wanted to go out there in my fro. I was given some Alexander McQueen trousers and a designer top I hated. I ran out and bought a cheap yellow top for a couple of quid, came back with it and put it on, without a bra. St. Pancras Station was pretty derelict at the time and freezing cold so you could see my nipples and the video was banned in India. We brought fun back. We also had something to say by celebrating everyone for their differences. We were quite ahead of our time when it came to mixing music and feminism. That makes me proud. My lean class, Hearsay 2001 to 2002. It transpired that when I was working as a backing vocalist on The Lily Savage Show, the auditions were happening in the same building. I had to go. We moved into the pop star house and lived together for months. Overnight fame and no security at the house meant we had people pranking us, going through our bins. It was extremely hard on us and our families. They were equally thrust into the spotlight with no idea of how to deal with any of it. We were told we were the fattest band in pop countless times, so we made a point of eating numerous bars of chocolate and fast food in defiance. We had a #1 and were the most famous band in the country, but we were all pretty broke and I was still paying off my student debt. Louis Walsh became a TV judge in 2001. I never wanted to be on TV. I was very naive to television. But I think it helped that I was naive. I thought I would get the boys on Pop Stars, The Rivals. But they gave me the girls. Pete Waterman didn't talk to me for years when Girls Aloud won. I didn't have a great relationship with them because I said Nadine was the best singer. So, obviously the other 4 hated me. I always got the worst category on X Factor. One time I was like, I don't want this category. Who wants the overs?